Blessed be witches. I'm back again. This morning I want to talk about reclaiming power, okay? A lot of people have messaged me that they've been feeling drained lately, out of tune with their power, out of sync with their power. And honestly, I've been feeling the same way lately, within the past few months or so. But there's some things that I want to share with you guys. Did you know that whenever you do magic in a certain place for a prolonged period of time, say like at the house you live, if you have an altar in your bedroom or in its own room, or even outside where you live, if you do magic there a lot over many years, and then if you move or if you leave that place, you are leaving a lot of power there. You're leaving a lot of built up energy there. You're leaving an aura, an atmosphere of residual power and magic in that spot that you've built it up over years and years and years, okay? It's not good to just leave it there, alright? I don't know if y'all know this, but when you move your house, hold on, y'all. People are messaging me on Facebook. Let me close out of this. Alright, but when you leave, or even if it's just some place in nature where you do a lot of magic, if you have a particular sacred space that you go to a lot, and let's say that you're going to move to another state or something, or a whole nother city, you should not just leave that place with all that built up energy and just leave it there. That's your magic that you're leaving there, okay? Now, a lot of people are going to tell me that this isn't true or whatever, but this is my experience, and I find this to be true, okay? When you do a lot of magic in a certain area, whether it's indoors or outdoors, you're putting out an aura, an atmosphere of your personal power and your magic, okay? You're investing your magic in that place, and it's building up. Every time you do magic there, it builds up and it builds up and it builds up. You're releasing magic there, and it stays there, it gathers. Some of it might go out for your spell work, but if you're casting circles here over and over again, it's going to build up over time. Even if some of the energy goes for your spells, it's still going to build up there a whole bunch of residual energy, okay? Now, it's not good to just leave it there, okay? Especially, I mean, it's fine if you keep going back there and doing magic, but if you're going to leave for permanently, you do not need to leave that energy there, okay? Because you're going to be leaving behind some of your magic, and that's not good, okay? Let me tell you some ways. The way that I learned, y'all know that I talked to Hecate and all that. This is the way she taught me to get back your energy from somewhere. Now, this is outdoors, okay? Hold on, y'all. Let me grab this. I'm just grabbing my athame so I can show y'all something. Basically, Hecate taught me this because I did not know this before. And I used to do magic a lot in this particular town, in these particular places in that town, certain areas in nature where I would do a lot of magic for many years, okay? And when I moved from there, I did not know everything of what I'm talking about in this video. So I just left, alright? In fact, the only reason I know anything about this is because Hecate gave me a dream where she was telling me I left behind a lot of my magic in this particular place and I needed to go reclaim it. Alright? So, then in my waking life, I asked her about that dream and how do you go about doing that. She said you'll need your athame, alright, and 4 pennies, okay, 4 new shiny pennies, okay, because pennies contain copper, and copper is a conductor of magical energy and electricity, okay, so you need 4 pennies to represent the 4 directions, or as an offering, you know, to the 4 directions, and you need your athame, okay? That's basically all you need. So you're going to go to the sacred space that you have invested a lot of your magic in, because basically what happens is that when you leave this aura of energy, over time, it sinks down into the earth in that spot, okay? The earth absorbs that magic there. So basically, I mean, this is the concept of what ley lines are and stuff like that, you guys. There is currents of energy in the earth called ley lines, and that's magical energy that we can tap into as witches in certain spots or whatever, but you can also create ley lines or just magical places, and that's what happens when you do magic in a certain spot so much that the earth will absorb the magic and just hold it there, okay? So, basically for this ritual to get your magic back from these certain spots, what you're going to do is you're going to go there, okay? Put the 4 pennies, you know, in basically a square shape or a cross shape, however you want to view it, in each direction. Then you're going to take your athame, you know, with your intent, and or whatever ritual knife you use is fine. But she told me to use my athame because that's what I use. But you're going to hold it up to the sky. This is, like I said, this is for the outdoor one, y'all. I'll have to ask her how to do the indoor one. But you're going to hold it up to the sky, alright? Up, you know, point it all the way up. And just focus your intent. Okay? Then you're going to take it and stab it in the ground. In the middle of those pennies. Okay? Like, stab it hard with the intent of you are piercing the earth. You are cutting a wound in the earth. And actually she even said stab it in there and then drag it, like you're like literally cut a gash, a wound into the earth in that spot. Okay? And after you do that, or while you're doing that, your intention is literally to cut a wound into the earth, okay? And from that, you're going to draw your magic back into you, or back into something, if you want to put it in a crystal, or a talisman, or a doll, or whatever, or you could just put it back in yourself, okay? But what you're going to do is cut that wound in the earth with that intention, okay? And you can say a chant or just wield it. I said a chant and willed it. And I actually did put it in a crystal. Let me show y'all. This is a big smoky quartz crystal. You'll see that. Or black quartz, whatever you want to call it. But that's what I used for this ritual. And so I cut that gash in the earth, and I was just holding this crystal, standing above it, standing right above the gash, the cut in the earth. And I was just there holding this crystal. And I did say chant. I'm not sure I should share that on here, what I said. No, that's fine. I'm going to share it. I said this chant, okay? And I just kept repeating this over and over again. I said, my magic returns to me from the earth. My magic comes back to me from the earth. Ancestors hear me. Spirits hear me. My magic returns to me from the earth. My magic comes back to me from the earth. Ancestors hear me. Spirits hear me. And I just kept repeating that over and over again, y'all. Now, the reason why I was saying ancestors in my chant is because I actually, the town that I'm talking about where I did this ritual, a lot of my ancestors lived there, okay? So that's the reason why I included the ancestors, because I have ancestors buried in the ground in that town. So, to me, I thought it would be good to just include my ancestors in that chant. But, you could just say to the spirits there, okay, just in general, because I included that too, like the nature spirits that are just there. If you work with a particular deity in this place that you want to reclaim your magic from, you can include their name in the chant. But either way, that's just a chant I use. You can say whatever you want, okay? Or you don't have to say anything. But just, will it and focus your intent of drawing that magic out from the earth back into you or into your object, whatever you're using. And that's just one thing I wanted to share. Some people don't practice this. Some people, like I watched a video after I had the dream. I went and researched a little bit about getting your magic back or just whatever. I try to research about these dreams I get and stuff like that when I don't know about it. And I found the video by the lady grave dancer. So shout out to her. Y'all, now I forget the name of the video. Releasing magical spaces or releasing sacred spaces. I think that's the name of the video. Y'all can go watch that. She talks about when you move or when you leave from somewhere, you need to release the spirits from there or release your magic from there. And that makes sense to me because she was talking about at a specific at a house or of a building and stuff. So maybe that's the way to do it when it comes to a house or a building. Maybe you need to just release the spiritual energy build up in a building. But when it came to the earth, this is what Hecate taught me, and taking that magic back into you. I would think, though, even with a building, I would want to take the magic back into me rather than to just release it and let it dissipate. Maybe it still comes back to you anyways when you dissipate it. I don't know. But this is just the way I did it, or the way Hecate told me to do it. It might be different for you and the type of magic that you practice. I don't know. But I just thought I would share that, okay? Because I thought that's very, very important. And I know a lot of people probably don't know this or don't practice this. I didn't know about it. So, I'll tell you guys though, since I did that right, and this was just about what day was it? On Sunday, when I finally did this, and it's been years since I lived in this town, y'all. In this other town that I'm talking about, where all this magic was just stuck in the earth there. It's been years since I lived there, y'all. And I went back there and did this ritual on this past Sunday. which, if y'all watch this months from now, it's basically 3 days ago from the time that I'm making this video. But I feel that power is back with me now. Like, I can feel it, y'all. And it is strong. And I feel healed. I mean, I fucking healed when I did this ritual. I started crying. I felt, I was laughing. I felt all this different emotional energy and just all this, and not just emotional energy, but I just felt all this energy coming back to me and all this magic coming back to me. And it was like very healing more than anything else. And so I thought I would share that. There's some other places I still need to go hit up and do this ritual at too, okay? I only did it in this one particular place where I probably invested the most magic over time. Building up and building up and building up. But I still need to go. There's some places in this town that I live in now where I used to live, and I need to go hit up those places and get my magic back from the land there. But, yeah, reclaim your magic, you guys. Go do this. I'm telling you, you're going to feel it hardcore, and you're going to feel healed. Okay, so I'll make some more videos about reclaiming power in other ways, but I just wanted to talk about this one technique in this video about reclaiming your power from the earth, from sacred spaces, from your witchy places, okay, when you know you're going to leave it behind. So, yeah, that's what this video is for, y'all. Blessed be, and hail Hecate, and hail to the witches.